My wife delivered twins. You know, a beautiful boy and a beautiful girl came back in double.
Daddy, Grandpa is the photographer. Hello Atlanta, hello world.
Afrobeat superstar, Nigerian musician David Adeleke and Chioma welcome twins. It is no longer news, but there are more that you have not heard. Just like the little snippet that you heard at the beginning of this video, you will be listening to even more. And the secret challenges of David Adeleke, in fact, what he said will shock you. These are things that people were not even aware of. A video of both of them living an Atlanta hospital where she had just been put to bed and gave birth. I mean, come on. The father of Davido actually recorded this video. Now, when you hear these words, what God cannot do does not exist. If you are not a Nigerian, probably this will be alien to you, but this is a common slogan in Nigeria among certain Christians. What God cannot do does not exist. Why am I saying this? Well, you will be listening to what David Adeleke has to say. He appeared on a show to talk about his life, challenges, and blessings. Now, precisely 31st of October 2022, a tragic event occurred, and it is the drowning of David Adeleke and Chioma's first fruit, Ifeanyi. He drowned in a pool right in his father's house. This is one of the biggest heartbreak parents can ever go through. And this tragic event happened just some couple of days after the young baby celebrated his third birthday. This sad event prompted Chioma to withdraw from social media events as it became a situation where she could not be consoled. She decided to withdraw into her own cocoon to comfort herself with so much happening out there on social media connected to David Adeleke.
And when me and my wife found out, we were shaking like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And it was in the same month. My son passed last year, October. My wife gave birth this year, October. So it's crazy.
It's obvious that a lot of people prayed on behalf of Chioma and David Adeleke, and of a truth, mercy spoke. But surprisingly, David Adeleke, not wanting to confirm this good news, wrote this: "Stop circulating old pictures, thank you." Of course, people got wind of this, not until this video appeared on social media. Just like any other person, we lose people around us. David Adeleke went from losing his mother when he was young to losing some of his close associates and friends. Now, David Adeleke is a man who is known to be a bit free or too free with women. He has other children with different women and still counting. Why? I don't know. Any woman can come out from anywhere and say, look, I am pregnant, or I had a child, or I have a child, and all of that for David Adeleke. I wouldn't know why he went that route. Nobody knows. Just like how probably you yourself, you are engaged in such activity as a man or woman. But one thing that David Adeleke is known for is the care and attention that he gives to his children. I think his mind is made up. When a man does this, take care of his children, it means that he's only interested in what those children are and what they are to him, what they will be to him. And those women, he feels like, you know what, let me just take them like a grain of salt. I'm not really going to pay too much attention to them. No, not at all. Some say this is one of the reasons why he lost Ifeanyi. Well, I do not know. When the incident happened, according to CCTV revelation and what we could glean here and there on social media, well, the police made arrest of 8 people and the nanny also. Was this as a result of negligence, or is there something deeper than that? But the good news is that he has received double, like he said, double. And I think this time around, he's going to remain focused and make sure that none of those, unhealthy competition, envy, reduces. Because if you go around with so much, young women, you're putting them at each other's, face, and that's just what it is. What will happen is for them to attack children. If they cannot attack themselves, they attack children. And now, Chioma and David Adeleke had a kind of short break between them, and whenever they had to connect, Ifeanyi was the glue that brought them together once again. And now that Ifeanyi passed away, everything fell down. And this was during the period we were hearing rumors of marriage that was to come between them. Anyway, the RIP of Ifeanyi probably sold off the idea of let us postpone it. Eventually, we heard that they got married secretly, even though we do not have videos or pictures of that. They said they could not celebrate, which a lot of people understood. At that time, they could not do anything big. The most important is that he comes with his family and they do the needful, the traditional rites, or whatever it is that David Adeleke wants. Now, apart from the passing away of Ifeanyi, which rocked the world of Chioma, there are still some other things that you might be aware of that made her hide. Why would she want to hide this way? That is because several women, a lady from France came out saying, I'm pregnant for him. Another one came out from New York, said, I'm pregnant for him. And if you look at the date and you look at the period, you realize that whilst Chioma was grieving the loss of Ifeanyi, David Adeleke was frolicking right, left, and center with different women, trying to expand his empire. Anita is one of those who actually brought a lot of things to light. Apart from the lady in France that leaked an audio of David Adeleke talking in a certain way about Chioma. But Anita actually took the topping of it. She went berserk when fans told her to take down videos and not to say a bit. But this is a woman who is highly opinionated, and she said, no, look, I am American. I am self-made. I am not broke. I don't need a designer bag to keep me home. She's referring to Chioma and trying to shade Chioma, saying, I am not some African woman that a man will just buy a bag and put in a mansion or a house somewhere and give some toys here and there just to cover the eyes of that woman. No, I want to know what my man is doing. This guy does not tell any woman that he has a wife. He goes around with different women, and that's just what it is. You will never find pictures or videos. And let us be sincere, is there any video apart from a music video? Have you seen video or picture of Chioma and David Adeleke married? I mean, their marriage. No, not there. Why? That's what she pointed out. So it will be easier if you go on the page of a popular person not to find a wife, so there won't be scandals. He goes with who he wants to go, how he wants to go. And he said it in his song. You know the kind of job I do. I travel from here to here, there to there. I need women everywhere. David Adeleke does not go with those women just for the fun of it. He actually gets some of them pregnant. Anyway, back to the good news on ground. It is the birth of the twins, a boy and a girl. There are some haters out there who are saying, oh, she got it through IVF because she lost that son and she decided to do IVF. Regardless of it, birth is birth. Haters, shut up. Let us celebrate this good news. That's it, the birth of a baby. At least for that, not for David Adeleke and his numerous escapades. No, not at all. And not only, let's say partly for Chioma, because she knows that David Adeleke is a man who had this with this woman and there is a possibility of having more. So she knows what she's getting into. But for the children, we say thank you, God. What are your thoughts as regards this one? Like and share this video, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next update.